promise me something. To me, this is the most important part of the entire personal finance course. Personal finance. You need to have a budget. The minute you get a job, no matter if it's in high school, and I don't make that much money, I don't care. The minute you get a job and you have income, until the day that you die, you will have a budget. Raise your right hand and promise me that. Because people who get financially in trouble do not have budgets. They make money, they get paid, they go out having a good time and say, whoops, I don't have enough money for rent now. How did that happen? And it drives me nuts. Or I don't have a budget and I got paid yesterday and I'm walking past a store and those shoes look really good and you buy them. People that don't have budgets get into trouble that way. You have to know, how much money do I have coming in and what is going out? And what exactly is it going out for? And that's where you won't get in trouble if you have a budget. I have had a budget since the first job I had. I knew how much is coming in. I was 16 years old. And now, did I owe rent? And no, but I knew how much was coming in and I knew how much I needed to save, for instance, if I wanted a car. So not just go freewheel and spend. So when you're making a budget, and a lot of times it's called line item. I know how much money's coming in, and so what do I need money for? So specifically, if you would see my budget right now, it's not overly complicated, but I have a house payment. I have to pay my house payment. I have to pay my electric bill. Those are things I have to pay. And so what's my income and what do I owe every month for those things? Once you're done with all of that, what's left over? And that can be some of your free money if you want to, or if you want to save a little bit. But this is where you need a budget. So fixed expenses in a budget are things like rent, or what I owe in my house, my car payment every month, which never goes away until I pay the car off. So those are fixed payments. I know every month right now what I owe on my house. It's that way until I pay my house off. It's fixed. It's not changing. So unless I move someplace else or I pay the house off, I know exactly how much I owe every single month on my house. It does not move. So if I'm paying a car payment, I know exactly how much I need a month for my car payment. And this isn't a choice. This is something I have to pay. If I have credit card debt and the minimum monthly payment every month on my credit card is $100 until I get it paid off, well, that's a fixed expense until I get it paid off. So because I have to pay it every month, I can't fall behind. Those are fixed expenses. Now, variable expenses are things like gas and electric. So one month I might spend $150 on the electricity. Well, then the next month summer hits and I turn the air conditioning on and my electric bill went from $150 to $210. And so that is a variable expense. It's going to fluctuate depending. Now, I will say this for future reference. If you don't like that, somebody like me, I like fixed things. If you don't like that, you can call up your electric company or your gas company and say, I'd like to go on a fixed budget, please. And what they do is they take the last calendar year and they say, well, the average of all of that was $165 a month. So for the next year, why don't we just put you on paying $165 a month for the entire year? That way it does not do this. It isn't variable. So you do have that option. You can make it fixed if you want on utility bills. Now, so you have fixed expenses, you have variable expenses that kind of fluctuate. You also have what is called disposable income. And it's exactly what it sounds like. And you're saying disposable, throw it in the trash can? Kinda. Disposable income means, I want to go see a movie tonight. You don't have to go see that movie. That is not necessarily something you have to spend money on. Or let's go out to eat. Let's order a pizza. That's not something that you have to do. So would that be, I don't think so, would that be budgeted into your budget? You have a pizza budget. I don't think so. You could, but now what that would be then is disposable income. On my budget, I have actually a line. I have house payment, car payment, credit card, but then I also have a line that says miscellaneous. Now, what is that? Miscellaneous is in case we get a pizza, if we go out and see a movie. I have X amount of dollars in my head budgeted for that. that I really don't want to spend any more than this a month based off of what I make to be comfortable. Now, you might say, what about our groceries, kind of disposable income? No, groceries are variable income because I need food to live. So again, that's something that I need. It's not disposable. It's not a choice, well, I guess, but why would you not eat? So I have a line in my budget that says groceries, and I try to guess about how much I'm going to need for groceries a month. But that is a variable expense based off of what you're buying and how much. So, and if you add somebody to your family, if you have a kid, that's going to go up, believe me. So when you're making a budget, you have fixed expenses that never change. You have variable expenses that fluctuate, and then you have disposable income. Disposable income, in my opinion, is fun money. I've paid all the bills, I've paid all the electric, I've done everything, I've eaten, and so I'm living. And then at the end, what's left? That's your disposable income. That's the income you can go out and have fun with or save. It's up to you. It is up to you what you want to do with that. The key thing, and this is where I am harping on this, you have to have a budget. How much money's coming in? How much money is going out? And hopefully, when you sit down and do a budget, at the end of all of that, you actually do have fun money, because that means you actually are spending less than what you're taking in. That's a good thing. That's what you want. If it's reversed and you're spending more than you're making, that is called debt, and that is when people get into trouble. So promise me right now, Mr. Edmond, when I get a job and I start having income, I will sit down and make a budget, and I will have a budget for the rest of my life. If you do that, your life will be much happier and much more easy to manage. Make a budget. See you next time.